Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to read the last chapter of our book, Junie B. Jones' Toothless Wonder. We are on chapter 9, and the title of this chapter is called Miracles. And in this book so far, Junie B. Jones was not so sure what it was going to be like to lose her first tooth. She lost her first tooth in the front, like it shows on the cover, and she's the first one in her class to have lost that front tooth. And in the book, she's not so sure what she thinks about the tooth fairy because she's heard a lot of stories about the tooth fairy and she's not sure what to believe. And in the last chapter, we learned that when Junie B went to school, everybody was asking her about the tooth fairy. And so now she's thinking, maybe I should leave my tooth for the tooth fairy. So we're going to find out what happens to Junie B at the end of the book. And this book reminds me a lot of what's happening to some of you guys right now because a lot of you all are losing your teeth. So I hope that you've enjoyed listening to this story. It's a silly story. Junie B. Jones is funny, and it's just kind of easy to read and easy to listen to. And this is actually the 20th book in the series. So there's 20 other, or 19 other books before this one. And so if you want to know the whole Junie B. Jones story when it first started, you could start with book number 1. And that starts when she's in kindergarten. This is Junie B. Jones' first grader when she's already in first grade. All right, so let's go ahead and start reading, and then we're going to see what happens at the end with the tooth fairy. Miracles. That night, Mother put me to bed. Daddy was in baby Ollie's room. He was trying to rock that cranky boy to sleep. We heard Ollie fussing. I bet you're glad I'm not that bad, right, Mother? I said, that baby is a pain in our necks, right? Mother laughed. Oh, believe me, Junie B, you were no peach when you were teething either, she said. She tickled me a little bit. Speaking of teeth, tonight's the big night, right? She said. Tonight's the night you're finally leaving your tooth for the tooth fairy. I covered my face with my sheet. Don't remind me, I said. Mother laughed again. Don't be silly. This is going to be fun. She handed me my tooth to put under my pillow. I handed it right back to her. You do it, Mother. You put it under the pillow, okay? I said, and I put it close to the edge. Oh, and put it close to the edge, please, because I don't want the fairy to be tramping around down there. Mother put it close to the edge. She let me check it. After that, she leaned down and she gave me a big hug. I'm very proud of you, Junie B, she said. I'm proud that you got over all that silly nonsense that Polly Allen Puffer told you. Thank you, I said. I'm proud of me too. After that, Mother kissed me goodnight and she turned out my light. I quick turned it on again. Yeah, only I think I will sleep with the light on tonight, I said. You know, just in case I have to come running out of my room in the middle of the night because there's a witch in there. Mother did a sigh. Whatever, she said. After that, she gave me another hug and she closed my door. I jumped up and opened it again. Yeah, only I think I will sleep with the door open tonight, I said. You know, just in case I start screaming my head off in the middle of the night because there's a witch in there. Mother said, I give up. I give up means the same as whatever, I believe. After that, she kissed me one more time and she left my room. The next morning, I woke up very relieved because guess what? I made it through the night. That's what. I hugged myself real happy. Then, all of a sudden, I remembered about the fairy. And my heart started to pound and pound because maybe there was money under my pillow right that very moment. I took a big breath. Then very carefully, I reached under there and I felt around. And bingo! My fingers touched something. I grabbed a hold of it and pulled it out. Then I sat straight up in my bed and I laughed and laughed, 'cause good news, cash! I zoomed to the kitchen, I skipped around the table. Cash, cash, I got cash, I hollered, real thrilled. Who wants to see it, huh? Who wants to see my cash? Please raise your hands. I looked all around the kitchen, then I stopped skipping because no one was actually in there. I zoomed back down the hall. Mother? Daddy? Where are you? Where are you? The fairy left me money. Mother stuck her head out of Ollie's room. We're in here, honey, she called. I skipped into Ollie's room and showed them my money. Look, people, I got cash, I said. Only, I don't know how much it adds up to be, but it's a bundle, I bet. Dad's eyes got big and wide at the money. Whoa, the Tooth Fairy must have been feeling generous last night, he said. I know it, I said. I love that fairy, Daddy. She left me money, and she didn't even pinch my cheeks. Ollie was sitting in his crib. He smiled out the bars at me. I looked surprised at him. What's wrong with Ollie, Mother? I asked. Why is he smiling? Is he sick or something? Mother laughed. No, silly, she said. When I came in this morning, he was playing in his crib, happy as can be. I scratched my head. Really? Ollie? Happy? I said. That's odd. Dad picked him up. Well, actually, Ollie had a little surprise for us this morning too, he said. He sat down with Ollie on the floor, then very gentle, he took his fingers and he rubbed it against Ollie's gums. Hey, I said, it's Ridgety. Daddy grinned. It sure is, he said. That's Ollie's first tooth, Junie B. My whole mouth came open at that news. A tooth? I said. Ollie got a tooth? I felt the ridges some more. Wowie, wow, wow. Last night was a good tooth night for both of us, I said. Yes, it was, said Daddy. What a neat coincidence, huh? Ollie got his first tooth on the very same night that the fairy came to get yours. Mother ruffled my hair. It's almost like Ollie was waiting for the tooth fairy to come too, Junie B, just like you. I smiled at the thought of that. Then, all of a sudden, I stood real still, and goosebumps came on my arms. Wait a minute, I said real soft. What did you just say, Mother? Mother looked at me kind of strange. I said it's almost like Ollie was waiting for the tooth fairy to come too. Just then, I did a loud gasp. That's it, I said. That's it, that's it. I springed way high in the air, then I twirled all around and I hugged Mother real tight. Ollie did wait for the tooth fairy, I said. He waited for the tooth fairy just like me. Mother and Daddy raised their eyebrows, very curious. I skipped all around in a circle. Don't you get it? I said. The fairy recycled. She recycled my baby tooth, and she gave it to Ollie. Oh, there's a picture of Daddy and Ollie and Junie B. My feet started to dance. It's perfect, I said. It's just like Dan the soda can. The fairy took my tooth and she made it all shiny new. And then she gave it to my very own baby brother. I quick bent down and felt Ollie's gum again. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's my tooth all right. I'd know that tooth anywhere, I said. Daddy scratched his head. Well, I'll be, he said. Mother laughed. What a great idea. It is, Mother, I said. It is a great idea. Plus, also, it is a big relief because the tooth fairy doesn't just throw the teeth in the garbage. Now I know that for sure. I looked at my money again. It's just like Miss Chris told us, I said real squealy. Recycling makes sense. Get it, Mother? Get it, Daddy? Sense sounds like sense. Ha, that's a good one, right? After that, I zoomed to my room to get dressed for school. I can't wait to tell the children, I hollered. Room 1 is gonna love this news. I put on my favorite pants and sweater. Then I quick ran back to Ollie and I felt his tooth some more. He smiled at me some more. I smiled back at him. 'Cause, what do you know? I think I might like that boy after all. There's Junie B and Ollie. So cute. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of the book. So we read all 9 chapters. I hope you liked it. I hope you listened to the whole thing. And if you didn't get to listen to the whole thing, I hope you go back and listen. And maybe next time we will pick another Junie B. Jones book to read. I have Junie B. Jones' Aloha, and I also have Junie B. Jones' Graduation Girl. So those are maybe 2 that we might read next. Again, I hope you liked it. I love that you were sitting and listening and practicing that visualizing in your mind as we listen to that chapter book. And I encourage you maybe to try to read a chapter book at home, either by yourself or with someone in your family. I hope you have a good day. Bye.